Hello and welcome back to somebody on the rest way and to another edition of AEW Collision Out of 10. And yeah, it's a big episode of Collision this week. We've got the newly vacant trios titles up for grabs. We've got some incredibly strong looking matches, including Roderick Strong against Tomohiro Ishii, hologram debuts, but we started things off with Darby Allin against the Beast Mortos. They started with some simple exchanges but picked up the pace and started hitting a couple of high impact moves after a few minutes. As expected, this bout saw Allin bump like the madman for a much stronger opponent. He was thrown into barricade, usurps the turnbuckle and any other hard surface Mortos could find. With Allin being set up for blood and guts, it was obvious AEW wouldn't book him to lose here, but they still did a good job making him look like an underdog. Even if you're not a fan of the risk taker, you couldn't deny that Allin always puts everything into his matches, whether it's a main event title or a random one like this. It doesn't hold back, and after a hard fought contest, Allin hit a coffin drop for the win, and Jack gets 7 out of 10 from me. I thought, a decent match. Allin gets the win, but I think Mortos is also impressing as well. So yeah, good stuff. Before it's time for Sky Blue versus Hikaru Shida. Before that, he got a quick promo from the Acclaimed, but Shida made her entrance. Blue here running a kick right out of the gate to take control, but the former world champion was right back up to her feet and throwing punches. Blue took a bad bump outside the ring, and doctors checked on her as the show went to a break. Shida ended up being declared the winner since Blue was unable to continue. Let's hope Blue recovers quickly since competitor was injured. Kind of not much to say about it. I'll just give it a box stand down the middle of 6 out of 10. But obviously, not really much to say about the match. Just hope for a quick recovery for Sky Blue. Before it's time for Tony Nese against Ray Phoenix. Tony Nese gave a Your Fat promo to the Texas crowd before his match against Phoenix. The crowd gave Phoenix a warm welcome, and even though Nese is known for his muscular physique, he's just as quick on his feet as any luchador, so this was a fast-paced encounter with a lot of quick sequences. The rest of the premier athletes interfered a lot during the break, but Phoenix kept finding a way to fight back. The impromptu match ended up being quite fun and gave the crowd a few memorable moments. Nese came close to the 450, but Phoenix was able to kick out and hit a frog splash for the win. This gets 6 out of 10 from me. I thought it was a decent match, obviously kind of predictable, but I thought we got quite a few fun spots on there. But yeah, on the whole, I give it 6 out of 10. And after an interview with FTR, Strong took on Ishii. Surprisingly, the Kingdom was not a ringside. The Stone Pitbull sold a series of chops and dish out saying, but Roddy was not backing down. They went back and forth for a long time before Ishii took him down. The former international champ sold a lot for Ishii and made him look like the feared veteran he is. They kept a steady pace and made this feel competitive, but it never really felt like it mattered who won. We don't need every match to have big stakes, but it felt like this one had 0. The Kingdom showed up and gave Roddy an assist to score the victory. Mark Briscoe and Kyle O'Reilly prevented any further violence, but yeah, on the whole, it gets 7 out of 10 from me. I thought it was a really good match. Obviously, you expect that between these two competitors. I think gains a big win for Strong as well that could really boost him. So yeah, I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. Before Hologram debuted to take on the Jingo Loco, Hologram had a flashy entrance gear and unique lighting. The Masked Man immediately started showing off with a flurry of high-flying moves, which Loco sold perfectly. Even though the majority of this moves we saw were all executed well, there were a couple of moments where it felt too choreographed. Holograph picked up the win with an aeroplane spin into a powerbomb. I thought, for a first debut, it was alright. Obviously, he seems quite over with the crowd, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing where AEW all goes with him, so I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. Before it's time for Thunder Rosa against Deonna Purrazzo, they attempt to put a bow on their feud in a lumberjack match with several women surrounding the ring. The Murder took control and tried to remain aggressive, but a rope hung DDT from the Virtuator stopped her in her tracks. We then returned to see Rosa beginning to build up a head of steam as she hit a series of high impact moves. Some of the lumberjacks began fighting, allowing Purrazzo to use a weapon behind her back to knock Rossa out and score the pin. The first half of this was pretty basic, but it got more intense as the time went on and ended up becoming an entertaining encounter. So yeah, I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. It seems like a definitive win for Purrazzo, and that's quite big for her. Of course, intrigued to see where both of these women go now, because I feel like this feud's probably run its course. Before it's time for the Patriarchy against the Bang Bang Gang, Juice Robinson, Austin and Colton Gunn were looking to bring the Terriers titles back to the Bang Bang Gang after an injury to Jay White forced them to be vacated, but they had to contend with Killswitch, Nick Wayne and Christian Cage. Austin took Wayne to school for a bit, so Cage tagged himself in to immediately tag out to Killswitch like the seasoned heel he is. It was a good competitive fight that was genuinely unpredictable because either team winning would have made sense. The Guns have grown so much over the past couple of years that the growth was on full display here. They were a royal machine and reliable workers capable of working with just about anyone to produce a solid performance. Robinson kicked out Cage's frog splash, but he was unable to kick out after the Killswitch Cage got the plan to win the titles for his team at the end of the show. The lights flickered for a bit, but it didn't seem to be intentional. Even with a few missteps, it was a fun and energetic match. I think the Patriarchy going in a new direction with that trios title probably could be good. We seem they can put on some really good matches like this one. And yeah, I'm definitely intrigued to see where it all goes. So yeah, good news, 7 out of 10. Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.